2017 has been the year of revival for Nintendo, with the Nintendo Switch not only doing better in the time it's been around than the entire lifespan of the Wii U, but in its existence has sold more units than the PS2's first year in Japan. We also have gotten a fantastic lineup of games and franchises such as Xenoblade, Splatoon, and of course Mario and Zelda, and getting even more next year with Metroid, Yoshi, and Kirby. But why stop there? With the Switch doing so well, this is the time for other Nintendo franchises to get in on the possibilities of getting a new game for the Nintendo Switch. Today, I'm here to bring you 10 Nintendo series that should get a new game on the Nintendo Switch. However, I am not doing this alone.
Yo, what's up you guys, the Kid Spot here as well. And I have a few games I want to say since the Nintendo Switch is my favorite console this generation.
Now if you like anything you see in the video, make sure you like and subscribe, as well as check out the Kid Spot channel. But without further ado, let's begin. Paper Mario has been in a decent rut as of lately. Sticker Star did horrible in terms of reception, and Color Splash was decent among many, and it all started going downhill when they went away from the original turn-based RPG style. And yes, I know that Super Paper Mario was still held relatively high in terms of the previous two games I just mentioned, but am I still wrong that it went downhill after that? A new Paper Mario game could bring back the old ways that are loved by many and begin to be recommended to and loved by newcomers to the series. No one would put their hands on Sticker Stars, and the Wii U is dead, so Color Splash is out, and the only other games are from past generation consoles that are no longer supported by Nintendo. It also makes sense since Nintendo has made a Paper Mario game for every single console that has come out since the N64. The Switch could possibly be what it takes for Paper Mario to get its redemption.
Now the last 3D Donkey Kong game we got was 64, and that was 3 whole generations ago. It's about time we give Donkey Kong that Mario treatment. It doesn't have to be designed by Rare Studios, but Nintendo themselves. Donkey Kong is one of Nintendo's longest franchise, man. I would say even longer than Super Mario, depending on if you want to count Jumpman, you know. I'm tired of my boy Donkey Kong being more of a side character for Mario when he should be his own fleshed out character again. He has a large dedicated fan base that would adore him having a 3D reboot. That way, Mario won't be the only 3D platformer that's killing the game right now. But if not a full 3D Donkey Kong game, then a remaster of 64 or either another country game would just be fine.
Not a lot of people knew about the Kid Icarus series until Smash Bros. Brawl introduced Pit as a playable fighter. The first game was in 1986. Yeah, Kid Icarus is a very old series. The next big hit for Kid Icarus was Kid Icarus Uprising on the 3DS. This game became a classic, and the next Smash game had Uprising as full representation for Kid Icarus. However, the time between this game and the first sequel, Kid Icarus of Myths and Monsters, was more than 2 decades. I'm pretty sure people don't want to wait around another 2 decades for another game, especially given how memorable Uprising was. There's also the possibility that there wouldn't be any more touchscreen controls, because if it was for the Switch, the game would probably be impossible to play. Now, while that does sound a little bit like a bad thing, this is actually a good thing given how the controls were a major complaint among the community, since it caused you to cramp your hand up after playing it for too long. Now is not the time for Kid Icarus to fall off again.
Depending on where you live at. Another series that I know Nintendo probably won't ever touch up again, but with how successful Smash is, the Mother series has constantly been growing. The Switch would be a perfect console to release Mother 1 through 3. It's a spectacular RPG with some weird elements that inspired some great games, one of those games being Undertale and its wonderful fan base. It could be a Mother bundle collection, including all 3 games. That would be really dope to play at home and on the go. Now that right there sounds like a system seller to me. I would definitely go out and buy that for sure. Wouldn't y'all? I know y'all would. I know y'all would. Mother's just nice. Mother's just awesome.
ARMS may have gotten into the Switch lineup, but let's bring back an OG boxer. Little Mac being an assist trophy in Super Smash Bros. Led to people wanting him to be a playable character in Smash Bros. This then came true with Smash 4. I'm beginning to see a very big running trend here. This game could have motion controls just like the Wii game did, but you could also use buttons so that anyone could enjoy the game. This game could also have a multiplayer or even an online mode.
Now, this is a really obscure series. A lot of you guys are asleep on Brain Age, but it's pretty fun. I found the Brain Age games pretty enjoyable back on the DS a long time ago. It did have a few re-releases on the Wii U Virtual Console, but I think that with the portability of the Switch and the multiple ways that you can play on the Switch, Brain Age will fit perfectly. Having certain game modes that require it to be in dock or having game modes for it to be in handheld mode would be pretty nice in my opinion. Not many games also utilize the Switch's touchscreen feature, so I think that Brain Age would do it justice, for sure.
The last few console Mario Party games have been very meh and just overall disappointing. Ever since 9 with a massive change of how movement worked, the series' reception just hasn't been the same. The top 100 is a step in the right direction, but there are still some major complaints with the game as well. Many people have given up hope for the Mario Party series, and the next game has the chance of going back to the old chaotic and backstabbing feeling Mario Party is known for. Without that, it just doesn't feel the same anymore, and everyone's tired of it.
Now, Star Fox did just release on the Wii U, but let's not talk about that. Star Fox is another one of Nintendo's most popular franchise. With how traditional the Switch could be, Star Fox would be a great candidate for being on there. I'm pretty sure Nintendo learned their lesson from Star Fox Zero now. Just imagine, right? A Star Fox game where with one Joy-Con you aim and shoot via motion controls and the other Joy-Con you just use for movements and things like that. That would be really nice. Also, if you don't want motion controls, just turn them off. But I'm pretty sure Nintendo right now is already planning for a new Star Fox game. So, I mean, like, only time will tell, you know, only time will tell.
F-Zero has been a very weird franchise for Nintendo. Not in terms of the content in the games, but how it's treated. The last F-Zero game was in 2004 on the Game Boy Advance, but that was only in Japan, and the last game aside from that was on the GameCube in 2003. However, F-Zero is still getting Captain Falcon and F-Zero stages in Smash Bros, understandably, and cosmetics in other Nintendo games and apps despite not having a new game in over a decade. It's being treated as a main part of Nintendo's lineup when it really isn't anymore. A new F-Zero game would give a very good reason for the series to be treated as it is. As I stated before, now is the time for a revival in Nintendo, and they did this with Metroid getting 2 games, so why not give F-Zero at least 1 game?
Okay, I know a lot of you want a new Animal Crossing game for Switch. After all, it would be perfect since you can take it on the go. The 3DS Animal Crossing game is pretty good, but I feel like with how powerful the Switch is, it could be so much better, way past our expectations. With a larger world, bigger inventory, and much more things to do. The last console Animal Crossing game that I know of is for the Wii. So I think it's about time we get one for the Switch. But once again, I'm pretty sure Nintendo's already in development for one. And I feel like Animal Crossing Pocket on the mobile is just, you know, something to hold us over in the meantime while we wait for them to bless us with it, okay? Also, we're not going to talk about Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival because that doesn't count. Forget that, it doesn't even exist.
And those were 10 Nintendo franchises that we would love to see on the Nintendo Switch in the future. Let us know of any other Nintendo franchises you would like to see on the Nintendo Switch in the comments below. If you enjoyed, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more video game content. And please do me a favor and go over to the kid spot who helped me make this video. I will have his channel in the description below and in the outro of this video. But until the next video, take care.